Modified glacial erratic boulders. Figure 3 shows a clump of glacial erratic boulders 7 meters high and 60 meters in circumference. The boulder clump lies at location 1 on Figure 1. Figure 5 shows a plan view of an irregular internal cavity under the boulders, about 1.5 to 2 meters high, with a floor area of about 2.5 square meters. As shown in the Figure 5 drawing by Fred Martin, Martin 2006, the cavity has two openings. One on the west-northwest side provides an opening 1 meter wide by 2.5 meters high by 6 meters long, which can be used to enter the cavity. A slab, Figure 6, bisects the entrance to the cavity. A geologist, Thompson 2000, and an archaeologist, Lavelli 2001, indicated that the tip of the slab appeared to have been worked. Another archaeologist, Stewart-Smith 2003, A and B, agreed and noted that the presence of a significant amount of chipping under the organic debris at the base of the slab. When viewed from the inside and cavity, the work tip of the slab and the upper sides of the entrance passageway form a small triangular opening above the entrance. Figure 7 shows a photo taken by Elizabeth Martin from inside the cavity looking out of the setting summer solstice sun. Just prior to sunset at 7:57 p.m. on June 23rd, the setting sun is framed by the narrow triangular opening above the worked slab tip. At the same moment, a sun dagger, the appearance of a controlled pattern of sunlight on a rock surface, Crump 1983, Rudolph 1998, is formed on the back wall of the cavity. The other opening on the southwest side of the boulder clump has about the same internal size as the entrance aisle, but its use as a possible entrance has been blocked by several stones, creating an elevated window that controls the view to the west-southwest. Martin 2006, reported on a winter solstice sunset event at 3:51 p.m., December 27, 1980, that relates to this window. Figure 8 is a photograph of the setting sun that Elizabeth Martin took from inside the cavity through the window. The sun sets on an artificial horizon created by the boulders and is framed by the side wall of the cavity. The stones appear to be positioned for viewing this specific event. A geologist, Scotch 2001, agreed that the stones which create the narrow aperture and control the obscured sunlight event appear to be purposely placed. They assist in capturing the setting sun at its southernmost limit of travel at sunset on the solstice, one of the most significant ceremonial days of the year for contact period local Native Americans. Williams 1643, Pritchard 2002, 313 to 318. For many prehistoric societies, this event, the observation that the sun had turned, provided assurance that winter would end and that the earth would be bountiful again. Both of the above noted modifications appear to be designed to ensure that these observations occur only during the several days of the solstice period, thus providing a means to verify that the solstice has occurred. Figure 9 is a copy of field notes recorded by Jim Maver at the other apparently modified boulder site shown in Figure 4. These boulders are at location 2 on Figure 1. It is northwest of the boulders discussed above that are shown in Figure 3. On December 21, 1980, during a winter solstice sunset, Jim observed the formation of a sun dagger prior to sunset. Figure 10 is a photograph of the near final position of the dagger on the other side of the boulder, C, taken from inside the small shelter under its overhang. As the solstice period sun approached sunset, the dagger contracted towards its top and disappeared. Several days later, on December 26th and 30th, during the period from noon to sunset, Jim noted that the vertical slab A appears to have been placed such that its west edge controls the light pattern generated by the southeast vertical edge of the rock table B, Maver 2002. Figure 11 is a photograph of the near final position of the dagger taken from inside of the complex cavity by Fred Martin at 3:34 p.m. on December 22, 2005, about 30 minutes prior to the true horizon sunset. The beginning of this sequence starts late fall when a vertical sunlight stripe formed by the sun shining through the space between the east edge of the rock table B and the west edge of slab A appears on the underside of boulder C in late afternoon. As the sun approaches sunset, the sunlight stripe rises and moves towards the south as the sun moves north. As shown in Figure 12, the edges of A and B may have been worked. Long time exposure to the elements does not fully account for the condition of the surface of the edge of the table B. Its surface is different from the matching edge of its parent boulder C. A piece of the upper corner appears to have been removed. Permission to excavate is needed to verify the presence of chippage under the vegetation debris at the base. As the days progress toward the solstice, the setting sun is blocked from setting on the horizon by the large boulder set HB/HD, Figure 13. In early December, as the date of the solstice nears, the sun sets progressively lower against the boulder face, and the sun dagger appears at a progressively higher position on the underside of C, as noted in the photograph Figure 11. As shown in Figure 13, at winter solstice, the sun sets on the far horizon, just free of interference of the Foresight boulder set HD/HB. During the setting sequence on the solstice, about 30 minutes prior to sunset, the lower portion of the dagger disappears. The top triangular shape, governed by an area of apparently removed material on the upper edge of the table rock, B, remains visible on the underside of boulder C for a short period, reaching its highest point of the year before it, too, disappears.